Hello everybody, this is Will with the Unapologetic Hunter. I just wanted to do a quick video today and talk to you guys a little bit about Fatwood. I know I mentioned this in one of our previous videos, I think maybe the backpack video, where I always keep some of this in my backpack whenever we're out on a trip. And I mean, it's a great fire starter. Now it's not necessarily one of those things that you're going to want to use to like catch a spark or something off of a flint and steel or anything like that. But if you if you got matches or a lighter and you just need to get a good fire going, this right here is the way to go. It's it's all natural, no chemicals involved, keeps forever. It's a great resource to have. Great, really great to keep with you. What is Fatwood? Basically what it is it's pine, right? It's really old pine. What happens in these old pine trees, that resin eventually seeps down into the trunk of the tree. And once all that resin seeps to the trunk of the tree, they harvest it for Fatwood. And you can always tell when it's Fatwood just by the smell of it, for one. I mean, it reeks pine. I mean, it smells like Christmas. And it also is really sticky. So if you hold it for a little while, your fingers will get a little bit sticky just from all the resin that's in it. You can even tell just by looking at it. You might not be able to tell on camera, but it kind of has like a gloss to it. So where all that resin's on the top. So you can get this stuff out in the woods. You can find it out there. Depending on where you're at, obviously. Depends on what kind of trees are, in your neck of the woods. But you can also go buy this at pretty much any place that sells fire starters. You can buy a box of it probably for, I think last I looked, is about 10, 15 bucks. You can buy a box of it. It'll probably last you, 2 or 3 years, just depending on how much you use. So, but anyway, I think what we'll do is we'll step outside here for a little bit. We'll go out to the fire pit, shave a little bit of this off, and I'll show you how we use it to get our fire started, and I guess we'll see you out there. All right, folks. Well, we're out here by the fire pit, and I got me a lighter and Fatwood and another old Wolf Forge knife made by Jeff Peters. Great knives, by the way. And got my piece of Fatwood here. Basically, all I do when I'm starting a fire, whether it's at a campsite or out in the woods or wherever with this stuff, I just do a little bit of shaving. You can start the whole thing on fire if you want to, but you don't need to. It don't take a whole lot, especially if you got you some kindling, already ready and bundled, ready to get a fire going. This right here will burn for a couple minutes and it'll get that kindling started for you every time. So basically, all I do is I just use my knife and I'll sit there and skim away just a little bit of this wood. Doesn't take a whole lot. It doesn't matter if it's too big, too small. Just get it out there. And like I said, this stuff one stick of this can last you quite some time. And I'll put a little bit more than I normally do just so you guys can see it on the TV, on the screen. But here, I'll put it in a little pile. All I do is I'll get a small shavings about like this right here. I don't know if you can see it or not, but hopefully you can. And then just hit it with your lighter. And this stuff, it'll burn for a while. What I'll do is I'll already have my, kindling all built up, or a little, stack of little tinder bundles stuck up. And you can see it's kind of windy right now, by the way. But it's still holding pretty good. I mean, even with the wind blowing, it's holding. But usually what I'll do is I'll put my tinder, bundle, get it all ready, and I'll shave it and stick a handful in it, hit it with this, and this right here will typically get it going for you. Like I said, it's a pretty good fire starter. So like I said, again, it's natural, no chemicals involved, and and it's what I use. There's several other methods out there, but that's the one that we use most of the time anyway. So, well, anyway, this will be out here in just a moment. Like I said, that's all I wanted to do, just show you guys a little bit about Fatwood. I know we'll come up with a few more tips here down the road, and probably here pretty soon about starting some fires, of different types of ways of starting fires, and maybe some flint and steel type stuff. We'll maybe go over how we do some of that stuff too. So anyway, if you like this, I'd appreciate it if you hit the like button, subscribe to us. It helps us out a lot, folks. If you would, I really appreciate it. And hope you learned a little bit of something out of this. If you have any questions for us, feel free to comment, and we'll see you next time. Have a good one.